Hello and welcome to our brand new GURPS 4th edition actual play The Frozen Gods, where the Kobold Cafe. I'm Luke, the GM. With us today, we've got Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. You wanting to do introduce characters or no, Luke?
What's your name? Who will you be playing?
I will be playing Eric.
Alrighty. We've also got Tara.
Ahoy hoy! I'm Tara. Uh, if and I play Etho.
We're allowed to know your name in this one.
What? Yeah, I'm not a mystery fairy this time around.
Alright. We've got James.
Hey, I'm James. I will be playing Archibald Smith.
We've got Everoth.
Hello, I'm Everett, and I will be playing for you today Botched Miodomer.
And newcomers. For the first time with us, we've got Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I'm going to be playing Lady Katya.
And their arrival was foretold. It has been prophesized. But the Kobold Cafe now has Kobold Jesus.
Hi, I'm Kobo Jesus. I'm your Lord and Savior today. I'm playing Kaya Sahak. That's a seawall. Back here at the seawall. Hi.
Well, so, this is... Oh, let's go over to the world map. How shall we get started? It is November 15th. I should remove these. But winter is upon you. It's pretty cold up in the northern wastes. The continent is called Tovia. It was founded around 200 years ago when it was discovered by travellers across the sea from the south. Sorry, I'm just messing with GM opacity while I move things to that layer. Sorry, I've gone miles away. Let's just get right into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Archibald Smith.
Sounds great.
Yes.
You've been travelling back north, over the sea, across land, to return to the country where you were once born, and then one more over.
Ugh.
You arrived in Salt Dock this morning, and you would have met for the first time Archdeacon Thomas of Winemouth.
Ah, he looks like a piece of shit.
He'd greet you with Rector Michael. And they'd both explain to you that there's a council meeting, Rector Michael says, scheduled for this morning up at the keep. You're to be displayed to the king. And there's churchly business that you should be having the comings and goings of.
Well then, let us get straight to business.
And you'd head up to court. Requested in attendance is Eric the Fox, Lady Katya. Actually, I don't think Lady Katya's requested. You've just not got much else to do.
That's basically it, yeah. She doesn't actually have a job here. She just shows up because it's fun.
Mm-hmm. It is fairly open court. Like, if you've got nice enough clothes, you can just go and see it. The old open council meetings every day, but it's rare that the king and all the fancy people will be there.
Sounds like something I don't want to miss.
Today is a proper one. Aye, aye. So you'd get brought up, Archibald, and into the king's chambers. Sorry, I were all prepared for this, and now my mind's just completely left me. Let's just get back to the landing page.
It happens.
Yeah.
First game, new campaign. We're finding our voices.
Yep. So, there's the greeting of Archdeacon Thomas. Kale will announce him. Who is an advisor to the king. Eric's quite familiar with him. Oh, he's even smaller. Look at that. You'd have spoken with him plenty of times as well, Katya, recently. Caius, I know you've been in and around Salt Dock. Do you attend these meetings at all? Opportunities for work do come up at them.
Yeah, I mean, stop fitting for work. I mean, you get me a chance to get off my lazy ass and do something.
And you've got fairly nice clothes. They do let you in.
Yeah, I mean, look at my token. Y'all can see it. I have the nicest of clothes.
So, fair few of the wealthier and noble folks of the area would have already piled in well before the king arrives. And you'd be waiting outside Archibald with the rector as the archdeacon goes and speaks to the king privately for a short moment.
Okay.
And that's when Kale comes out and kind of announces the business and introduces Archdeacon Thomas to speak on behalf of the church. He steps up and he says, "Your Grace, King Tilfred, may I introduce to you Archibald Smith."
I'll just step forward and bow. And just, Your Grace.
A returning crusader, looks like. Elric will whisper to Katya.
It does. I wonder if he's seen any action.
He should be acting as curate for this region, working with Rector Michael and overseeing various matters.
I think he almost looks a little like disappointed. Like this is not necessarily what he wants to be doing. So he bows and says, "Yes, I hope may God bless this task."
Very pious.
Very pious. And then I'll bow and doesn't really say anything
That's
past that.
Tilfred kind of just nods, mumbles a bit, says something to Kale, but doesn't really speak up loud enough for anyone to hear. I think people close enough just catch like, very good, very good. And then Kale says, the first order of business would relate to the attacks we've seen in the forests west. It seems there's a group forming, calling themselves the Wilders. They reject your Grace's authority, and they're growing bold. Several merchants have been attacked between here and I've forgot the names of all the towns. And Birkenton. And the road north of the woods is no longer considered safe for many. He's gesturing at like a the crowd of more common folk where they get to stand near the entrance, and someone steps forward and he'll give a short speech. And he's the best he can. I was hauling my meats, sirs, the dried ones that I sells, and we were come upon, and they have killed my son, and taken all my wares, and killed the horses, and stolen the cart. I must admit it was my cowardice what let me live, and that is the only way I could be out of there. And then Kale presses him for some information. And he explains, they all wore the same hood, just eyes showing, dark and cloaked. And they were all armed with crossbow or bow, and carried with them daggers. They came on us from the trees. And shot the horses first. And then Kale will explain that this is something that's going to need to be dealt with. And Tilfred says, very well. I shall see to it that there is a bounty placed on the heads of any of these wilders. And when we know more about who is rousing them, or who is in charge, then he shall have tenfold of the bounty of a noble one. Still finding voice, sorry. Anyone talking to each other while this is going on?
Katya is suspiciously quiet at the moment. This one struck a little bit closer to town.
Oh, Kai's just fucking happy. Like, bounty of a noble one. Hey, money. Nice. Been a while since I had to put a character like this, so my apologies.
No worries. There's a few more people come forward to complain about how those woods aren't safe at the minute. Someone whose husband, he used to hunt in them woods and he just never came back, and he's too good an hunter to hurt himself. I just know for sure that he has been murdered by the bandits. And yeah, the crowd is kind of anxious about this, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
The next order of business, says Kale, is in relation to the recovery of this. And he produces a short sword in a very plain scabbard, but it's got quite a fancy hilt. You can definitely see jewels embedded in there and fancy engraving. The sword of Edgar the Wanderer. He places it down. Anyone got area knowledge? Most of you
Yes.
live generally in this area. Yeah.
I don't live here. Where's that? I'm not from here, so I would not know.
Anyone? Eric, you know who Edgar the Wanderer is. Archibald, have you just got it for the kingdom at whole, and same for Kat?
Yeah, I've probably got like a couple of minuses for the step downs.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Not quite enough, but Eric, you know who this guy is. He's a pretty well-known explorer. All of the
Well-known what, sorry?
Explorer. He's very religious. He was raised in the church, but then stepped aside to devote his life to searching for Tovian artifacts. I should probably explain the Tove, in case people don't know. So, when the Etendun dynasty took control of this region 200 years ago, they discovered strange things in the mountains, artifacts of a people that were no longer to be found. They seemed dead for thousands of years. But the artifacts seemed to almost bear resemblance to their religion of Aratus. That is the name of God, by the way, is Arate. I suppose the religion is Aratism. Aratus. There's only one God, though, so why would you discuss it like that? Everyone else is just a heathen, you know? But
That's not fair. They worship a similar god, and
That's how wars start.
Archibald piping up. But, yeah, so it seemed as if these Tove knew of the god, and artifacts became highly sought after. And Edgar actually discovered some ruins in the Frost Vale that turned out to be huge catacombs of all sorts of fancy stuff. And he's kind of just famous locally, definitely amongst peasants. The crowd that's still there when his sword gets produced, and Kale says, Edgar the Wanderer is missing, presumed dead, and the crowd's like,
Archie's just on stage like, who?
Rector Michael's fallen asleep next to you. And the Archdeacon's just got like a Jafar look on his face, you know.
That's actually
He
very
looks
goddamn
like
descriptive.
A Jafar face?
Jafar.
Jafar from Aladdin.
Ah.
He's pulling the face that Jafar does, just like a smug smirk. Kind of staring a bit blankly.
Eric, you can tell me who that is later, right?
Yes.
I'll continue, sorry. My hands are busy at the minute, I'm rolling a cigarette. Kale speaks up. The sword was brought into town 2 days ago by merchants from Rochelbor. They reportedly met with giants. Oh, not merchants. A furrier who travels in the Frost Vale was approached by giants who gave him the sword. From what he reported, the giants found it in the mountains. He could not communicate with them greatly, but apparently the giants said that they had met him weeks before, and then come across his sword, alone in the snow. We do not know if the giants are lying. There's a few shouts immediately. Prince Sigitas speaks up finally. The eldest son of King Tilfred. And he says, there has been no fighting with the giants for half a century at least. Why would they attack Edgar the Wanderer? He is known to them. He speaks with them. He treats with them to learn his path through the mountains. I do not believe that giants would have killed him. No courtesans got anything to say a minute? Roydy out.
I wasn't sure if it was actually a time where people were allowed to talk.
Yeah, there's feel free to jump in at any point if you want to say something.
All right, then Katya will pipe up and say, "And why would they return the sword?"
Precisely. The Archdeacon is musing, and he says, "The giants are heathens, certainly. They hold no god that I know of. Perhaps the person who brought the sword is the liar." He asks Rector Michael, Did the man have an estate, a will, anything for division?" And Rector Michael's like, huh, what's that, what? And he looks at the sword, and then he's like, "Oh, right, of course, yes. There is an estate to be divided. I shall arrange for that to be unsealed." And Kale says, "Oh,
Perhaps
go on."
it is a bit hasty to divide the man's estate. He has not been gone for long at the moment. It is certainly possible that someone stole his weapon.
This is true, but the man has not been heard of for some time now, or heard from. Kale will look down at some notes he's got and say, He apparently left Rochelbor for the mountains at the beginning of summer. The man does keep a dwelling outside of town, in the woods to the west, as it would have it.
Maybe someone should see if there's any sign of where he went.
Absolutely. As a man of the church, it is the church's honor to look into this. Don't you believe, Archibald? And Archdeacon's like leaning forward to look at you. Archibald.
I think, yeah, Archie nods and says, "At once. I shall look into the matter." Or maybe, "At once, I shall look into the matter."
If there is an expedition to the Frost Vale, I would very much like to be a part of it.
Prince Sagittarius says, "Of course you would."
Caius finally speaks up. Like, about the little bounty, yeah, I can't. I don't know how to do Arabian accent. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Don't worry.
So I'm probably sound like Jamaican. So I'm sticking to my English. Caius finally speaks up and says, "With a noble bounty, I will assist you all in your endeavors with the bandits group in finding your wanderer."
Kale looks down and he says, and who are you, sir? I believe I've seen you at several council meetings."
I am Caius. I am a mercenary. I am German for now for some reason.
We've got a bit of packet loss from you.
By it, we mean quite a few.
I'm still full bars. That's weird. With the Discord.
It's a bit crackly.
It might not be packet loss. It might just be crackling from something. Like, is everything plugged in all the way?
Yeah, it sounds like a loose mic connection now that I'm listening to it.
Yeah, I think plug it in might be fan line. It's scorching hot.
Oh, it might be when the fan hits the microphone.
Perhaps. That might be.
That could do
But I'm Caius. I am a mercenary for hire. Was back from. Don't worry. I'm a mercenary. You need help, I help. It's very accented English, or not English. Eldritch, my bad.
Common.
Yeah.
Well, you shall be paid well for any heads of bandits you return, says Sigitas.
If it's all right, I'd like to accompany them at least to his house. I'd like to know what happened.
Are you sure, lady? This might be a grim business. Damn it, I forgot the accent.
It's a fantasy
Of course. I mean, there's no harm in visiting somebody's house.
Aye, you're welcome to come along then.
Thanks.
You go make it real hard to resist just going right for it all the time there, James, with that voice that we're doing.
Oi, stop the one to you, lad. That's me, Jacksepticeye.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, it'll probably go in and out between a couple of different accents every now and then.
Aye. 'Tis our
I'm
style.
trying to do Arabian. I went to Brazilian. I went to German.
Well, and it's hard to do, like, in Arabic without getting just downright racist.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, so I'm trying my best. Like, it's real hard.
Don't worry too much about doing any kind of accent if you're not comfortable as well. But also, feel free to do every accent if you. Anyways,
Yeah, I just slowly become every accent on the earth.
But
a few people are looking
I
at
think if we're
Katya.
gonna be going into the woods, we might also wind up needing a guide after the man's hut.
King Tilfred says, Eric, you should go. You know the Frost Vale better than any. And though the man kept his hut near to the city, the Frost Vale was his true home, from what we've heard.
I have your permission to leave then.
Yes, I don't think you're needed here at the moment. I shall send word if you are. Be sure to check in Rochelbourg and at the camp at the... This river needs a name. I'm sure I named it and then forgot where it were named.
They just name it Celt.
The salt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the River Salt.
Kind of fantastic if it was the river salt and there was no salt in the region at all. Everything's named after the river.
Yeah, I think that's probably about right, actually. There's not that much salt in the region.
It probably means something else in giant or something.
Ah, yeah. Perfect.
Like pepper?
Yeah, salt is a giant word for a kind of spice that grows along the river.
The technique of the giants. But yes,
And Lady
like I really-
Katya, you should be safe if accompanied by Eric.
she nods confidently.
And you, Caius, the king, addresses you directly there, Caius. Go with them, I would say, and I shall see to it that you are compensated should you prove yourself useful. You look to be a man of means of protecting himself.
Yeah, I shall do as you ask. I think that's actually pretty close. I should do as you ask. Yeah, he's pretty close. Sorry.
It's fine. Very well. See to it that it's done.
Hi.
And there will be other matters of council business, but nothing super noteworthy. This has been a long scene with you guys. So let's have a look at what Etho's doing right now.
I mean,
Or do you want to just wait a little bit?
you can just keep going with them.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
All right.
Like, I put me in when the plot is necessary. You know where I am.
Same.
All right.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, after the council meeting, I will.
Mhm. As it's wrapping up and when the king finally leaves, the archdeacon says to you that I'm setting off. I believe there's still time to reach Winemouth before it's too late. I leave you in the capable hands of the rector.
Let's see, the rector was Mr. Sleepy Useless Face.
Useless face. A useless face is saying, I'm heading back to the cathedral shortly. Let me show you this map briefly. Go on, Katia. So, council meetings are held at the keep.
Okay.
You would have passed the cathedral on your way into town. You'd have come in through the Salt Gate, most likely. Oh no, actually, you'd have come in through Wine Gate.
Okay. And did I have a horse, or am I on foot?
Yes, the horse that you've got is one that the church gave you back in Etendun.
Okay. Great. Well, yeah, I'll nod and say.
If you would like to gather the man's estate documents, see me in the cathedral. I believe we do hold a copy there.
Aye, Deacon, thank you. I will meet with my travel companions and.
There's lodgings for you already prepared. Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. sharp. Supper at 6 p.m.
Thank you, Deacon. Thank you. I shall attend to the matters at hand, and I will see you shortly.
And I shall attend to the wine. And he limps away on his gouty foot.
Someone has to.
Oh,
And then, yeah, I guess.
unless anyone wants to ask him a question. Or talk to the archdeacon or rector.
No, just talk me in the back.
You would recognise the archdeacon, Katya.
Yeah, that's why she's being mean.
You probably lock eyes at one point awkwardly. And he does his Jafar smirk at you. It's like, I know about you. Oh, yes, how scandalous.
Gross.
And he leaves.
All right there. Coughing to death, choking on something.
Coughing's good, right?
I mean, in this environment, I don't think so.
No, that's true. But
Yeah.
we've been coughing since before coughing were a thing.
Yeah.
I don't suppose any of you know where his house actually is.
No.
It'll be in the estate documents.
I rode into town about an hour ago, so no.
Sigh.
It would be in the documents, I would assume.
But yeah, I'll head over to Eric. He seemed like he was kind of nobility.
He's dressed fancy. Are any of the white cloaks here?
Um, would the king want them there? He just pays them to accompany me places sometimes, basically.
Yeah, there's a couple of them there for sure. I think Chalva.
Okay. Archibald, pleased to meet you.
Lord Eric, I will be. It seems we shall be traveling together.
So it seems you are someone who went off crusading.
But I never went off. I was raised there.
I see.
Seems to be an alley cat nearby.
Yeah, there's the cat just rubs up against your leg, carries on walking.
That's the other one. He wants to go on a walk.
Look at what have you done to your cat?
Made them all adventurous.
Well, if you were raised there and not returning here, I've heard it's very warm there. How are you feeling?
Well, I can't say I'm a fan of this cold.
Cold? It's perfectly temperate today.
It gets worse, I assure you. Bring clothes.
Oh, when I heard I was coming here, I loaded up my saddlebags.
My friend Sinan is also from those lands. He once got very drunk and forgot that you need to put on a few layers before you go to piss. He was quite surprised by the snow.
Or the imagery flags upon the Twitch scratch screen. I'm sorry.
I shan't be forgetting that, and well, I don't have to worry about getting drunk.
I feel I should be sorry for you.
No. Just another step on the path to righteousness. In any case, Lord, I believe we should meet with the rest of our travel companions.
Yes. Katya should be catching up shortly, and there was that man who seemed to enter shortly after you. What was his name? Caius.
Yes,
Perhaps
I believe-
you could fetch him?
I believe I could. See what I tell you? That accent is just not gonna stay solid.
Kale.
As the
Oh, sorry.
It happens.
Kale just walks up and says, Eric, by the way, the king has requested that the White Cloaks remain in the keep as his personal guard while you're away.
Of course he has.
He states that you should be adequately
Thank
protected
you for telling me.
with a crusader and a foreign screaming mercenary warrior at your side while investigating an old man's
if he is
shack.
like,
Go on, sorry.
if he is anything like the many that I have encountered, he is a force to be reckoned with.
And Tialva's just like, well, it looks like I'll be enjoying the sauna some more.
I'll be enjoying some
That's
Swedish
Swedish?
meatball.
Don't worry, it will work, it will work. Indy would do a Swedish accent.
So just hand over your life and brains. You ready?
About this point, Katya starts to catch up. No longer distracted by the southerner. You guys, is everybody ready to go?
I'll be
Wait,
with
the short one.
Katya orders. But, yeah.
Yeah, you're all like grouped up there now. Caius, like you could see them talking to each other just across the place, and people have like filtered out of that main throne room now.
Okay, I'll head over towards him because that's what our job is, and then I gotta help these folks here because
You might need to adjust where the fan's pointing because I think is it on
Yeah.
oscillation?
it's on what?
Is it moving?
No, it's 20. Yeah, I'll be right back. But yeah, I don't want to.
Katya, sorry, I think I've cut you off 100 times as well.
Don't worry about it. Has anybody else actually been up there? I'm betting Eric has, but
I have moved it back.
That might be better.
Yeah, that was better.
so far
Okay.
so good.
Yeah,
I was just speaking with Archibald here, and he has never been to these lands, so that's a no. And I think I would recognize and remember someone like Caius.
Mm-hmm.
So would I be correct in assuming this is your first time here as well?
Recently. I was here a few years back, but probably
Caius.
I've been here long enough to know the language.
Oh yeah, I think when Caius approaches, Archie like offers a bit of a like assalamu alaikum, or whatever the actual.
Assalamu alaikum.
Is that the greeting one? I don't actually know the religion very well.
That's a greeting, and I believe that's more of a Turkish one, but I think it's similar in Arabic.
Okay.
He
But
greets you in Keem.
Yes.
Keem
Do you know
Tani.
each other? You already know each other?
I
Yeah, I think we do.
I don't think I ever mentioned that to Luke, but yes, I actually think the two of us have met each other like on the road.
Okay, yeah. So like, for part of the journey over here,
Yeah.
you've
I probably got
spoken
held
already.
up doing church shit.
Mm-hmm. There's a boat that you must ride on. It's going in the opposite direction to where you're needed, but you must ride on this boat.
Yeah.
Sounds like real life, but to answer your question, I have been here long enough to know the language and learned how to read, write, and speak. So I've been here for quite some time. Just don't know anything about it.
But like in character, I think you were asking you.
Yeah, I was answering the question, Kat.
Okay,
I've been here
sorry.
some time. I've been here long enough to know the language, and that's basically the answer.
Luke, how long a ride is it to Rochelbor?
Rochelbor, I believe, can be done in a day on a fairly quick horse. Let me double check. You might even be able to like walk it if you're lightly loaded.
Okay, and what time of day is it?
What do you divide kilometers by to get miles? 0.6? 0.
I just type it into Google because it does it automatically.
Yeah, it does.
And what time of day is it, Luke?
It's noon.
If we make haste, we may be able to arrive at Rochellebar before evening. Else, I believe we should wait for tomorrow. We don't want to
What-
be stuck out there
Where,
in the middle
where,
of the night.
where was the man's cabin?
They mentioned that the man's cabin's actually not far out of town, just on the other side of the woods.
Maybe we should consult with the documents today and travel tomorrow. Maybe explore his cabin today also.
I think that sounds like a plan. Then to the cathedral. I gotta go there anyway. Gotta unload my sundries.
You have raisins.
You have cinnamon.
Very
Or
well.
is it some other word
Off to the
word of
church.
that was in character, by the way.
Oh, you asked me if I had raisins?
Yeah, you said sundries, did you not?
Yeah, like clothing and just random living stuff.
He points at his clothes and random living stuff.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
right,
were you
but-
going off of sun-dried raisins?
Oh yes, I see it now.
Yeah, yeah, I was thinking that too, but also the joke of like, I only know the language. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's what I thought. Like sun-dried raisins. Oh, why do you have raisins? I laugh too much. But okay, just go deliver your clothing and raisins to the church, then I guess.
Well, I think some of us want to look at those documents over there
Mm-hmm.
at the same.
Let's head over.
Aye, aye. There's lots of church staff, very people who have devoted their lives to being, monks and nuns style of monastic living. Oh, god damn it. The paper ripped while my fingers were on it. I'll come
I
back
mean,
to
you
that.
say that in church a lot. At you.
Yeah. And someone had come to grab your horse's bridle immediately and lead it to the cathedral's stables.
Oh, wonderful.
Someone had take your bags. A young nun who looks very stressed in general. And she's like, "Would you like me to show you to your room, my lord?"
Oh, I am no lord, sister.
My apologies. Curate, how would you prefer to be addressed, sir?
Well, my name is Archibald. Most people just call me Archie. If you must, you can call me brother.
Very well, brother. You've got me doing the voice. Your accent.
Sorry.
Perchance you were born in southern Etendun?
I was.
Aye, I know the voice. Well, your room's this way, and she'll show you quickly.
Thank you, sister. Let me know if I can help you in any way.
But that's a dangerous request, brother.
It can't be as dangerous as anything else I've ever done.
I shall be back to you this evening with a very long list. I shall leave it in your room for you.
Thank you. I shall see to it as expediently as I can. You understand if other responsibilities must take priority, but I will help as I can.
Thank you kindly, brother. And then she'd point out where the shitting hole is and where the kitchen is. Not
Okay.
in that order necessarily. Should tell you where
But
to leave your
potentially.
clothes to get them washed.
Okay. Cool. And then thank you, sister. And where might I find the deacon?
Rector will be in his study drinking at this hour. Noon. And she'll point.
Is it really that common?
Aye. The rector is a learned man, but he does not give his wholest to the role. But that is not my place to say, sir. I apologize. I have
No,
to leave you now,
Eric will
though.
whisper to
Go on.
Eric will whisper to Katya. The deacon is not as fun a drunk as Salako or Jan. Don't go drinking with him.
Yeah, he looks pretty gross, to be honest. Thanks for the warning.
And yeah, she's kind of blushing and running away because she's realizing that she shouldn't have said no bad about the rector.
After she's gone, Katya will ponder out loud. Was she flirting with him?
I would not. You go, James.
I was just gonna ask, is that a thing that would be against the vows of the order?
Yeah, for sure, as they don't want you bouncing the nuns.
Okay. Fair enough.
This is not Monty Python land.
I
I
would
mean-
not be surprised if she did give you a long list of menial tasks.
Oh, I hope she did. There looks to be plenty of work to be done around here.
A rat
Well-
squeaks and runs across the hall behind you.
Well, shall we go settle this affair with the deacon?
Please.
Yeah, I think so.
This guy is just like, oh yes, tediousness of the church.
Alright, I think we can hustle it up a little bit. So, the deacon has an assistant in his room with you, and the deacon's kind of already clearly quite drunk. And he's reading from a big old Bible of Aratus and just drinking a lot and like reading down pages and then flipping to other ones, and there's all sorts of notes in it. But his assistant will go over to a huge set of drawers where he's got lots of folded pieces of parchment that have been sealed with wax, and he'll eventually produce one that says Edgar the Wanderer on it and hand it to you. The rector will say, that's the man's will. It details the location of his holding. It's to the northwest, I believe, past the farmland and beyond the woods, just before the ice.
Cool. Well, let's take a look then.
You breaking that wax seal?
Careful, you have to pee as soon as you break it.
Myth.
Alright. You open it up and it says he's got very few possessions. The only things that he's given are his dwelling and all its contents to the girl Etho. And then his sword is to be buried with him.
Okay. Well, I will hold on to this and make sure that that gets achieved.
As you break it, has anyone got body language?
Yes.
Uh,
Do you prefer to roll those, or shall I?
you can roll it. Once I've got a general idea of what your skill levels are as well, then I'll start doing more secret rolls.
Fair.
Yeah, so you both definitely spot the rector and his clerk share a glance as you're reading through the will. And the clerk, leans over your shoulder to double read it.
Like a glance of conspiracy or concern?
Um,
¿O
concern.
fueron los dos?
Bit of both, yeah.
That's fair. So what does it say? Katya asks. Whoever was reading it.
I mean, I was probably reading it out loud.
Following it with your finger as you did so.
Yeah.
Like, I leave my entire dwelling to the girl Etho. And it's when you read aloud Etho that they share the glance.
Yeah, maybe when I get to Etho and I look up at them and say, who's this girl, Etho?
The rector just shrugs. And the clerk says, I wrote this will for Edgar. I recall it several years ago. He told me that she's lives wild. He wouldn't really explain much. He said that you'd be able to find her near his dwelling or around it, and she'd turn up there at some point after his death. She wasn't found before. It was all rather strange, if I'm honest. He wouldn't give me much information about the girl at all.
The entire Frost Vale is rather strange.
Do you happen to know where his estate is?
Yes, there's a path north. If you take the road heading to Birkenton and Dezoot, then just beyond the farmland, you'd see a trail going north. I believe his dwelling is to be found in that direction.
Great.
Wonderful. Well, now we seem to have a direction.
Yeah, thank you for your help. I suppose that all that's left to be done is to bring the will to the heir.
Well, I think we have to first confirm that the man is in fact dead.
Yeah, it's Rochelle first, then off to the far salt.
And I will actually take the will and I'm gonna tuck it into my pockets.
Uh-huh.
I will see that I will see to rescuing that man or carrying out his last will and testament. Either way, I will take care of this.
Very good, says the rector. If I'm honest with you, Archibald, there's little need for you here at the moment. I'm not sure why you've been assigned.
I will actually look at him with a fiery look and just simply say, no, with all respect, I believe I am here for a reason. And then I'll wipe my finger on his desk, and clear a smudge of the grease and whatever filth that resides.
Yeah, his desk is pretty gross.
And I'll rub it, and yeah, I believe I believe the Lord truly has sent me here for a reason. And then, yeah, turn and walk out.
He scoffs.
Newcomers bring such drama. Gotcha. Always the drama.
He scoffs and takes a
Me.
big gulp of wine.
Just spice things up a bit.
Because he probably knows exactly what Archibald has done and is
Yeah.
capable of.
That's also true.
We should probably hurry after him, though, before he gets into trouble. Thank you for your help, others.
Oh.
And
Aye,
leaves.
milady. Right. Very good. I have services to plan. I would prefer if I am disturbed as infrequently as possible.
Shall I ask Salago to come get you? He would know that Salago drinks a lot.
Yeah, Yes, let the boy know that I'll be around if he has any more of that ale from the Iceway.
It's a wonder you haven't been sacked.
I beg your pardon.
Enjoy your drinking, holy priest.
I shall, bastard. And he angrily turns
Eric
some
will walk
pages.
away.
Yeah.
Guys just shrugs, confused with the fucking interaction, and just says English. Just move on.
Fucking Eldritch. Bastard Eldritch. They're terrible. They are terrible. You've seen what they do. And you've seen how
Yeah.
filthy they all are. Like, just a horde of them appeared in your country. None of them take baths. None of them wash themselves properly.
Yeah, it is truly a backwater.
it really, yeah. Like, compared to the cities in Keem, or at least the ones that have not been sacked, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Off to join the others.
Sounds like we could be able to do a time skip here.
yeah. So you're thinking about
Yep.
heading to Rochelbar first?
We've probably spent too much time to reach there at
Yeah, I feel like
a
we're
timely hour.
probably better off to go to the man's cabin
Mhm.
somewhere up in here.
Yeah.
No, the cabin was near Rochelbar, wasn't it?
No. The cabin is presumably only 20 to 30 kilometers ish northwest of Salt Dock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds good.
And sounding like mostly farmland, so probably trails and whatnot.
Yeah,
So
there's road most of the way, and then he said a trail part of the other way. You can reach there before supper time if you're all a horse.
Mhm.
well, I
am
mean,
a
I'm on a
horse.
horse, but I'm not a horse.
Caius, do you have a horse?
I do not. I don't even have a camel. I just go on my feet.
Alrighty. You're also not super heavily loaded, though.
Oh no, I'm
So-
lightly encumbered.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be alright without one. You could still make it by supper time if one person's walking.
I mean, is it possible that I could just look over at the stable person and like, and I need an extra horse for my friend here?
I do not know how to ride a horse.
You got like
Oh.
fast talk or any diplomacy or anything like that you might want to use?
Perhaps just a reaction roll, yeah, and then like a request for aid.
I was just checking if there were anything that might be used instead of.
Yeah, I don't really have anything.
No, yeah. Well, the stable boy will bring you the horse over, and he is like a 10-year-old boy. And then he looks around back at the stables and just says, "Ah, you can take this filly here." And he brings her over. Jezemiah.
Wonderful.
Okay then.
So you got given a horse.
Yeah, I do not know how to ride a horse, but okay.
The horse knows how to
You'll
have a
be
rider.
slower, but we'll get there quicker.
Yeah, and I mean, like, unless you're doing mounted combat or like tricky riding, like,
You probably just hold onto the saddle and somebody else leads it.
yeah, like this thing just follows behind the ass in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I trust your opinion on this.
Just fall off quickly if combat starts.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I've got a horse, I guess we're all horseback now.
So you pass through the fields, past a couple of windmills if you're setting straight off.
Yeah, I think
Sounds right.
Across
Yeah.
it's a very well travelled road to Dezoot and Birkenton. And lots of woods have been cleared for farmland here. The road kind of passes along at the where the trees' edges were at one point, but have now been cleared back a long way past, and more farms have sprung up in a couple of pockets on the north side of the road.
Erosion's gonna be a bitch.
this is where they said the bandits were, isn't it? Katya asks the group.
Farther along. Much closer to the far salt.
She nods. Do you think anybody's going to do something about them?
Eventually it might have to be me.
Well, I mean, obviously not now, but I mean, when we get back, maybe.
Anyone got navigation land?
No.
You spot a landmark that the fella mentioned, and you reckon you notice a very barely used trail heading off to the north as you reach kind of the last couple of fields.
We are near. Be wary. If something has befallen him, perhaps we'll find evidence of it.
Mm-hmm.
I would now recommend donning armor, if you brought it.
I mean, I'm probably already wearing my chainmail.
Nothing really that encumbering or more annoying, but on his chainmail. If I play all the time, you gotta worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Eric will put on his scale mail. It's white, which is weird because it's metal.
Yeah, you have,
Matches his cloak.
metal dye. It's not colored, but
I think I set up a snowy map for this,
Alright,
but it
so-
might not necessarily be snowy.
Ready?
Unsurprisingly, Katya does not put on any armor.
There might be like that dusting. You know, like
Mhm.
Is
Fine.
it positive in
Crystal.
this area?
Yeah, I think I'll save that map for something else. And we'll just imagine this cabin.
Imagination.
Mm-hmm. So, after a short while, the keenest eyed would spot the tiny little hut. Just a single room kind of wooden deal. And then you'd all spot it soon after, once you're armoured up and heading further north.
Oh, this looks promising.
Must be the man's house.
There's an old...
Devotes his life to exploring elegant Tove ruins and confines himself to a small hut.
Well, he probably doesn't live here very much.
There's lots of firewood stacked outside, and there's an old fire pit out front. There's a couple of bushes about as well, and it looks like there is a bit of a place set up for a garden, although there's obviously nothing growing in it at the minute. A couple of weeds.
Does anybody want to do the honors?
Going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go in.
I mean, you should probably knock first, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Dump, dump, dump.
Creaks, but no answer.
Katya will call out, "Hello."
There's no lock on the door or anything. Just a
I guess no one's done.
big latch.
Let's go in.
Yeah. Just unlatch. Go in.
It creaks open. There is a bed frame with a straw mattress, a brazier made of stone set in the floor at one side, a table with a couple of small stools, and also there's a desk that looks to have some parchment rolls on it. There's probably fresh animals or like hanging though, like rabbits that have been trapped.
Like how
Maybe
fresh?
some birds, very fresh, like hunted today maybe.
Perhaps it is that his heir that was mentioned in the will. The what's he? What? Oh, rector, right? The rector did say she was wild.
True. I wonder if she heard my yell. Katya looks to the woods for people spying on us.
You approach the door and stick your head back out. Or have you not walked in yet? Are you all just around?
I kind of imagined it was a relatively small cabin, so
It is very small. It's like Hagrid's hut.
always go inside.
Mm-hmm. So
step back out the foot or so that she was in and look around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really more than anything, to be honest.
Unroll that parchment.
It looks to be a map of the mountains to the north.
How accurate is it compared to what I would know?
It looks pretty good. It's clearly one that Edgar made himself.
That sheet there is important. Do not damage it.
Yeah, I'll throw it at Eric.
All then?
There. Another one. There's a journal underneath the parchment as well that you see.
Ooh. Pick it up.
It is full from front to finish. And the last, there are some dates mentioned if you go in like to the back.
Yeah.
It looks like last entry were from maybe start of this year. That were when he finished this journal.
Okay. Okay, I guess put that down.
Shall we just wait here for him or her or whomever to show up?
I think so. We probably can't get back tonight, anyways.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sun is very low on the horizon, almost set.
I'll start getting a fire ready.
How small is that house?
You could all fit inside and lay down easy. There's a bed that's big enough for two if you're willing to sleep quite close together.
We get back here for the porch lights on.
All right, it could be worse, I guess.
At some point, you're gonna feel a tingling on the back of your neck and turn around to see a girl has approached and is stood right behind you.
Katya puts her hands up in sort of a non-aggressive.
This is not your house.
No,
Who are you?
no, it's
Who are you?
I'll
You
Jump
might want
up.
to show a picture, this picture there, Luke.
That is definitely a quick way to do it. So a girl wearing animal furs. And what are your hands and feet visible as well?
Yeah.
Sharp bladed gauntlets on her hands.
I am back.
been backing away. I think I found her.
Are you Etho by chance?
Sweep your chimney, governor.
Narrow my eyes and again, who are you?
My name's Katya. We came from the city. She sort of points the direction they came from. We have bad news for you. I'm sorry.
I'm in a defensive stance, by the way. Like, you know, that like ready to throw down, but not like actively.
Ready to stop someone throwing down on you.
Right.
Yes.
Throw down, but not ready to hoe down.
Well, it's pretty unthreatening, but everybody else probably looks pretty threatening, to be honest. Or at
What do you
least
mean
dangerous.
threatening? I've just got a crossbow in my hands.
I'm sorry
Why
to
are you
say.
What was
here?
the guy's name? The explorer?
Edgar the Wanderer.
Edgar the Wanderer is believed to have passed.
Past where?
In the Frostvale, we think.
He passed there all time.
His sword was found.
Aye. It was found and returned to Salt Dock. I was at least hoping you might be able to help us find him.
Kinda. he passed back.
Maybe, but maybe not.
You know for a fact that it's very strange for him to not have his sword.
Yeah.
Like,
Where is it?
yeah.
Jeez, your eldership worse than mine.
His sword's back in Salt Dock, but
Why?
because the giants returned it to Salt Dock. But
It's a place of safekeeping.
we are
Who insulted Duck?
currently with the king.
They gave the sword to you, actually. I might have not
Oh.
mentioned that. But they would have given you the sword. I don't know if you would have brought it along.
And who was it willed with?
It's to be buried with him.
Oh,
Then
If
we
he
probably
could.
should have.
then in that case I probably got it like wrapped in his will.
Say Katya didn't realize that you had it, so you can correct her now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess Archie'll pull it out from under his chainmail, like I've got his sword right here.
Crikey. Everyone hop
I've
in the
al-
ute. Let's get down. There's a barbie going on.
Fuck you, I'm at least trying.
Look at this! Look at this butte. This get against the 12 to 16 inch. Oh, sorry.
That's not yours. Give.
I cannot do that. And now I am stuck in Australian.
Don't worry about it. I like it.
Give.
Just put some shrimps
I
on the
think,
bobby.
I think you were sworn to ensure that that made it back to its owner.
I am the arbiter of his will, and I will see that his last will and testament is upheld. On that, you have my word.
So,
Who are you with?
I'm a what was my position?
curate?
I'm a curate of the church.
Give her the document too. Might explain things.
It's got them stupid Eldritch words on it.
I just look at the paper and then look back at you and just kind of. I don't take it.
Yeah, I'll tuck everything away again.
How old does Aethel look?
It's been a while since I made her character. Let me see her age. Mid-20s.
Where are you from?
I didn't hear what you said. You cut out.
Where are you from, woman?
Here.
She's got a strange accent that none of you can really place.
I mean, she's not wrong.
I have traveled all this land, and I have never seen someone like you.
You see all? You know all?
All knowing I am not Aristus. Arista? What's his name?
Aratus? Arate?
I am not Arate.
He'll get a roll of the eyes, and then eventually, yes, Ether am I.
Could you say that again?
Yes, Ether am I.
They are Etho.
I believe this is Etho, the one we are looking for.
That's what I just said.
I think the polite thing would be to introduce yourselves as well. Again, my name's Katya.
Oh. Right?
I am Eric.
I'm Archie.
Alright.
Well, we were just getting a fire going, and we've got some supplies. I'm sure we could all pool together and make a fine meal.
So I gather you knew him? Or you know him?
Yes.
Well, I think what we're planning on doing is tomorrow heading up to the Frostvale to try to find him or his body.
Him.
That would be preferable, yeah. Would you like to accompany us?
Alright.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
He often venture away.
I missed that. I think you might have cut out.
He often venture away.
Oh, okay.
Do you know if he was talking about anything he wanted to explore?
I don't know, Luke, was he?
Yeah, you reckon, you know, like which mountain he might have even been going to?
Specific. Does it have a name, or am I coming up with it?
I've not named it yet.
Orglin Mountain.
Did you say Ogling?
Orgland. I don't know.
The
Could be Ugly
Orgland.
Mountain.
It's like a organized LAN. But anyways,
So like Halo.
yes.
One thing Luke forgot to mention is under all of the critters is pots. Or, jugs, like.
Huh?
Under the
Like-
critters hanging.
Like
Just
you're bleeding them.
bowls. Yeah, I'm bleeding them.
Oh, right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
First thought was bootlegging.
Have you ever seen the image of the knight and his hands are just pressed together and just says concern? Look, that's a nice feeling right about now. Just why?
It is a bit strange. For sure. As you start in the fire, Archie, you notice an old man approaching, kind of from the west. And
It seems this secluded cabin is not as far from people as
We
one
really
would
aren't-
think.
We're not that secluded at this point. You have to go a lot further up in the hills, I think.
yeah, there's still, like, I don't think you can see another cabin from where you are now, but if you walk for half an hour in any direction, you probably will see another one at some point soon.
Okay.
But this old man that is approaching is Botchet. And Botchet, are you there?
I'm here. I wanted to ask what would be my reason to go?
You were traveling to Salt Dock because it's warmer. It got too cold in Birkenton, and those woods, that's where you had been keeping your bees this year for the most part of it. But
The big economy.
it's starting to get a bit cold, so you've been heading to Salt Dock over the past few days. You've not got a horse or anything, have you?
No, I at most small car that I bring around. Want me to use Lyft?
No, you're all right. You just got a little wagon that you cart in. Let me have a look at your.
Yeah. The wagon with a bunch of carts, a bunch of jars, and the things with the how do you call them in English? Apiaries.
Apiary, yeah. So like, yeah, a couple of little bee houses.
Yeah. Yeah, he has them covered with some furs so that they're at least warm.
Okay.
I feel really bad for any bandits that try to rob you.
Bees.
The old Mayan tactic.
My bees.
Not the bees.
And you are knackered. It's been a long journey for you on your own, and you're running low on supplies. And you know Salt Dock's a bit further ahead, but the sun is like just about to set, and you see a few horses gathered around this little old cabin. You also got a bit lost. You ended up traveling off road.
Okay.
But that's how you've come upon this place with your bees.
Okay. So a little lost and tired. Bochet will take a sip from his closest meat jar, put it back in the cart, and then push the rest of the effort up on the hill. As it seems to be settling down, I can just assume that we're gonna all stay here for the night, correct? Or that's the plan.
Well, they might all murder you. You've not even introduced yourself yet.
No. I'm saying that a character. I don't want to assume that he's gonna ask for a place to stay and then we're gonna move out. So I don't want to ruin the plan. That's what I'm saying.
No, yeah, just you walking up. Go for it.
Yeah. He walks up and he just looks at the group, bows his head, and says, "Greetings, children. Would you hear a kind old man up on the road?"
I think that's up to you, Etho. This is your place.
Who are you?
I am Bishop Boshet. I am on my way to Salter, but I believe I'm a little bit lost. I am willing to trade some of my meat for a place to stay for the night. A little bit of guidance would be appreciated. He offers you one of the jars from his cart. He picks it up and hands it to you. You can uncork it, and it should be met. Not sure if you want me to roll
She's
for it.
just staring at it as you hold it out and goes,
Mead.
"Fire there,
Says what? Sorry.
fire there."
Thank you. He'll put the parts. Not sure where the cart do not carts go on the back. Whatever. He goes.
Alrighty. Well, we've been going for like an hour and a half now, so I think it's probably a good time for a quick break. If that's alright with everyone.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Alright, so we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. BRB. And we're back. CO. You have headed northwest out of Salt Dock to investigate the missing / dead Edgar the Wanderer's estate, which he has left to the girl Etho, who you have encountered outside his estate. She's very strange, speaking in an accent that none of you can place. And as the sun sets, an ancient old man dragging a cart with apiaries and mead and honey on it has approached and asked if he can spend the night. Share your fire.
And I pointed him to the fire.
And that catches us up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, what brings you this way, old man?
Ah, well, the cold, as you can see, is creeping all the way back. So I must get to Saltdock before I lose my tray. He'll take a sip from the mead and offer you from the same jar that he's drinking.
Does it smell any good?
Yeah, it should smell great. He's really good at making mead.
Thank you. She'll take us away.
He'll nod and then do the thing where he rubs his hands and then puts them close to the fire, as he has been outside for a while. So he's just gonna warm himself up as he looks at the strangers and just is grateful for what for staying.
This guy looks frail.
And old. He has a
Super old.
long white beard.
Well, Ever's gonna die quick.
Yes.
When combat starts, he summons bees, so this is magical power.
Well, we will be heading to Saltdock in the morning. You're welcome to travel with us.
Oh, you're going to Saltdock?
We're heading north, but by way of Saltdock.
Oh, then of course. Better stays in the road with numbers, they say, after all.
Sure. You hear from back in the house.
Your bellies are surely
did-
rumbling at this point as well.
Yeah, I'm sure we grab food from the horses and make and have dinner.
Show us a housekeeping, whoever's cooking. Or cooking, if you're actually doing something right fancy.
I'm not. I take one of the squirrels that's on a stick, skewer it, and then put it over the fire for a bit.
Ooh, lovely. Ethos sorted.
I probably make a fine gruel.
Gruel.
I like these savages. I'm eating my actual rations here because I ain't eating a squirrel on a stick.
Yep, rations are the way to go. They're dry, they're gross, but they're not squirrel.
And I don't know if anyone's gonna be paying attention to me, but if you are, just let me know.
Yes.
I mean, I'm probably keeping an eye on strange girl.
You ask that, and I
Very-
feel like
very scary.
just everyone's staring at you.
Well, yeah, if they're staring at me, I still don't care. But at one point, you'll see me I have two, like leather skins, like drinking pouches on my
Wineskins?
side.
Wineskins?
No, like the ones that are made out of like,
Yeah.
like stomach.
A wine skin.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
a wine skin. And then I will pop one of them open, and then fill it with all the blood that was draining. And then the other one will be filled up in the well
Mm-hmm.
or the nearby stream or whatever.
There is a well. Shallow.
Again, the image of the night. Concern.
So yeah,
Lots of concern.
you'd all watch the girl decant blood into one of her wine skins.
And I never take off the scary looking claws.
Yeah, she leaves the claws on the entire time.
So I hate to be the one that says it, but there's actually a lot of us, and this is a pretty small house. I brought a tent. If somebody wants to help me set it up, we can probably spread out a little bit more. She desperately doesn't want to spend the night in the house with that.
I can give you a hand, lass.
Thank you.
I will go set up a tent.
Alrighty.
It's actually a pretty big tent. It's a 4-person one.
Ooh. Swanky.
Mm-hmm.
No
Alright.
collapsible tent poles, though.
Can't you give some more assistance?
Yeah, she just has poles sticking out from the horse, but I figure that's not that weird.
Oh no, Polish people are well known for sticking out of horses.
Huh.
Almost got it. But thank you.
Hi, Les. Then as soon as I'm done with that, I will go back into the warm house with the fire.
I mean, she does too. But
Oh, did you set the fire up inside the house?
No, there's a fire pit outside. The house does not have a stove or anything.
oh, nice.
Yes, Luke. I opted to not use the hearth, and
Alright.
Yeah, there's just a burning house.
yeah, we just burned that place down.
Oh, you must be Etho. Here's your inheritance.
I'm not sure we've actually told her yet.
I'm not sure you have.
You said you were here to execute the will, but you didn't say what that meant.
Well, we have yet to confirm that
The gentleman is deceased.
yeah.
That's true.
Etho will need to produce a death certificate and a form of ID.
No, I mean, like, literally our goal is just to,
Find out what happened to the dude.
yeah.
And kill the bandit.
Yeah, and
Well, I mean, that's on the list.
bring the king bandit heads.
But yeah, it's like, for now, I'm, not executing the will yet.
Well, you'd feel your bellies, you'd feel your eyelids drooping. The temperature does drop a bit, but I think you're all in nice warm clothes, such that I wouldn't even need a roll at this point.
Sounds good.
The tent is set up.
Suppose we spend the night.
Yeah. We sleep, and in the morning we'll head off.
It's rainy the next day.
Okay.
Ugh.
Are you all just bedding down then?
Yeah.
I wait until they all fall asleep, staring at them until they actually pass out.
Are you in the house, like with the door open?
Yeah.
And what's your perception?
13.
You notice something.
What would
There's
that be?
movement, maybe like about 100 meters away from the house. You can hear footsteps. They're trying to be sneaky, but there's definitely people surrounding the house right now.
Like, I just jump out the window and then disappear.
The open window, I suppose.
I don't think there are any windows. It'd just be through the door.
Okay, well, then out the door.
Where's the elderly guy sleeping?
Probably close to the fire. Just sit down with his hood on, sleeping.
And I will try to stalk one of them. One of the voices.
Wrapped up in a bundle
One
of
of the
furs. Okay, I'm going to bring you to this map, even though it's snowy.
Again, there could be light dusting or something.
I mean,
This map's more than light, Dustin.
Oh, okay.
if it's raining in the cold area, it's gonna become like a sloshy, snowy rain mix. So there was still be snow.
Is it all black
Sloshy.
for everybody else?
Bringing
It-
you on.
Still can't believe how cool I look at the token.
Ooh, I missed. Katya, Eric.
You might want to delete that door.
Yep. Because it's wide open.
Yeah,
Can I
but
press my facing so I can have seen the map at one point?
Yeah, feel free to explore around, or I could just turn dynamic lighting off briefly.
Oh, okay.
And we'll need a tent at some point, won't we?
Probably. But just a 2x2 box will work nicely. Short term, probably.
but look, what would you need to hunt one of these assholes down?
Like surrounding the house. Okay.
You could just give me a
Survival.
perception, please.
Straight perception. Okay. Ugh.
Are we awake, or I mean, were we awoken, or are we still asleep?
The lastie has just fallen asleep, and you... Yeah, that stealth roll you wouldn't have noticed. Etho hopping out and hunting one down.
Trying to.
Trying to. The footsteps have stopped, but there's definitely at least 3 or 4 men or people or creatures somewhere around the outskirts. Like, probably just off map a minute. Ew, feet.
Ew. Why would you do such a thing?
Yeah, stupid doing measurement in the right form.
No. Feet are horrible, and only 2 countries in the world use it.
I don't
Am I
know. I
supposed
happen to
to
like
do
feet.
Stop.
What's that room?
Get some help.
TMI, James.
Are we on a map that has characters on it?
Are you not seeing a map?
I see a map but no characters.
You might want to refresh because there are definitely characters on there.
You might also be way too close. Try making the map a little bit smaller.
I had a shift ping
I can
you.
see the map. Shift pinging didn't work. I might just be on a different map.
That's bizarre.
Have
How
you
bizarre!
reloaded?
How bizarre!
Now it worked.
That was weird.
Would Lady be in the tent also, I assume?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, time to switch to my battle music.
Although, actually, in truth, I feel like if everybody went to bed, Archie would wind up standing watch.
Oh, now you want to take a watch, dear.
Guy, if it's too late, it's too late.
She might have just thought you'd gone to bed. No, yeah. You could have just been in there for a bit, and then you think, you know what, I should take a watch.
I mean, maybe I was just doing my evening prayers.
Mm-hmm. What is
Well,
your...
the lady who was staring at you is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I probably wouldn't notice either way.
You do see that the door's wide open,
Okay.
and you would also have heard footsteps, you think. You hear something.
Are we sure? Because did you do a secret roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I will slowly creep back into the tent and pat our mercenary friend.
Hmm.
Awake.
Bitch.
The one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Caius, are you in the
Caius.
tent or no?
Yeah. What?
I put my finger to my lips. Shh. I think we got company.
Oh, where are the horses?
Oh, probably tied up near us.
Near the fire,
Like-
but we need to be warm too.
Well, it's not super snowy here.
Yeah, though the snow is
Luke-
deceptive.
Luke just had a snowy map. But yeah, probably like, close to camp, close tree. Strung up over here.
I just sighs internally. How many?
I don't know.
We got time to put our gear on or no?
Do it quietly.
Brother, I am nothing but quiet.
And then, yeah, while Caius is doing that, I will do the same to Eric.
You can give me an IQ roll, Katya. This would likely have woken you up.
Although I will be entertained
Oh,
if she's
while
sleeping.
she's doing that, Luke, could you fix my token? Just update it after you. Could you change the name it says there? It didn't update when my character sheet was changed.
Oh, right, yeah.
What? What is going on?
Company. And I'll be holding my sword.
More dangerous than elderly beekeepers.
This time of night, I would expect I.
All right. Eric will grab his crossbow.
And Kat, you are deep asleep.
Beauty sleep is important, okay?
Eric will wake her.
After Caius got his gear on, he's gonna look outside the tent and try to figure out what the hell they are.
What's going on?
Apparently, we've got company. Just be prepared.
Mm,
Shall we head out?
yeah. As Caius steps out, like looking around, like where the fuck are they?
Yeah, I will also be looking around, kind of in the direction that the sound came from.
Vision checks at -5 for darkness, unless that is negated.
We're near fire, aren't we? So that would be negative, but not.
Around the fire, it drops down to like -1 to -3.
but we're looking beyond the fire,
At the outskirts of the
So-
camp.
so it's still like a -5.
I'm up that tree, by the way.
I figured as much. You can give me another vision check as well once you've got up there.
-5 is very.
Minus
steep,
5
no?
also.
Yeah, unless you've got some kind of night
No.
vision.
But I can see everything.
Eric would probably be aware that Katya is actually pretty good at walking at night.
You've definitely, she can spot things in the dark extremely well. And wow, Etho, yeah, you see a bunch of them. From there, you can see that there's at least 6 men approaching with crossbows, bows, and they're all cloaked and hooded. And Katya, you spot one just approaching to the northwest there. Let me bring him on.
It doesn't look like she added in the minus.
She did.
She did?
She's really good at seeing dark.
She ate them carrots. Where is it? Where is it? Aha. Oh, did not associate token.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, I've got it. Just need to find where they are. Where are you?
Well, as you're doing that, what Katya will do is tap him on the back and then point over his shoulder.
Who's him?
you-
It looks like Archibald is standing right next to her. So
when she points him out, can I see him at all?
Give me one more vision check, please. Straight up.
$50-50.
There it is. There it
Yep,
is.
you spot him. A guy with a bow, crouched, approaching.
From up there.
You're
He's definitely aiming at us.
he's got an arrow, but not drawn back on the bow. But he's, sneaking up all crouch style. If you were a Skyrim guard, you'd be like, hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Does it look like he's seen us? Or
No, it looks like he thinks he's approaching a sleeping camp.
okay.
And he comes to a stop where he's at the minute on the map.
Yeah, and I'll point him out to the rest of them.
You all hear a bird whistle sound. Like a nightingale sounds like.
That's not good.
I'm going to go wake up our host. And Katya will head into the house to discover that our host is missing.
Eric will aim at the dude.
I'm waiting for this guy to walk under the tree.
I'm actually just gonna start walking at this guy. there is 1 round of movement.
Oh god, as you set off, there's like a scream. Like, no!
Shit!
Turn order?
Yep. Give me a second while I get them all on the map at least.
Yeah. Is this bottom half just supposed to be pure black down here? Or...
You've not got 360 degree vision, have you?
I do not.
So,
I got to turn around. Okay.
Yarp.
Wait, I would be facing this way, wouldn't I? Because this is the front facing Hex, wouldn't it?
It's the top of the token on roll 20 is the facing.
Yeah.
The
top of your head.
let me switch that around then. Sorry, because I was supposed to be looking this way.
Roll 20 doesn't let you adjust that.
He's just flipping his token because he meant to be facing the other direction.
That's fine.
And then Luke, as soon as I hear the word now,
I think it's time for
We enter turn
general
order.
initiative.
Mm-hmm.
wow, old man brush it.
All right.
We might. It's possible we could have woken him up.
You hear someone shout now, Lady Katya.
Crap! Oh man, get up! And she's gonna remain in the doorway, but try to get the old man's attention from here.
Archibald?
I quick draw my weapons. And I am gonna go all out defense parry.
Alrighty. Gaius.
Old man needs to hurry up and get inside the house. So. When I hear someone yell now, it's pretty obvious where the guys are at now, correct?
Yeah, the one who yelled out is directly east of you, so like to your left.
This way?
Yep.
That's my right. My right. Okay. Let's see here. About turn? How far away are you, scumbag?
And he's holding a crossbow.
Have fun, buddy. It's my turn.
Etho.
I'm holding action until this bandit gets within range of me jumping out of that tree onto top of him.
Alright. Wait maneuver. Trigger. Bandit underneath. Dropping.
And I assume I could like do that from any point in the tree. Like I could do some branch maneuvering.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd need a stealth to not be spotted while you were doing it.
But yes, that is what I'm doing.
Okay, so first up here, an arrow gets. Let's see. Oh, he's already got the arrow ready. So he draws his bowstring back, the guy in front of your Archibald.
Could you color them, actually?
Is that guy crouching?
He is. And colour them.
Yeah, put the color dots on them so we can easily identify, red, green, blue.
Oh, you mean give them all a colour each?
Yeah.
Yeah, like red bandit, green bandit, burgundy bandit, cyan
Burgundy
bandit. Trying to think of other colored combos that would mess you up.
All variations of red. Red, burgundy, maroon.
Dark red.
All right. This one is gonna try and shoot you, I think, Caius. Let's have a look.
Oh, wasn't I getting shot?
No, he draws his bowstring back.
Ah.
I don't know if that's a hit or not, 'cause I don't see it, what his verse is.
I can't remember where I rolled that for, but that was not the attack, sorry.
It's a -6 to hit me, because I'm 17 yards away. I did the math already. I wonder if I could hit him.
He's gonna take another aim maneuver.
Oh, that's nice of him.
This guy is gonna take a full move maneuver. All right, Eric.
Eric will shoot Blue Bandit, which is the one he's been watching for a while now.
Okay.
I read earlier that that's actually a malfunction with a ranged weapon.
Oh, yeah, it will be. Crossbow malfunction.
Page 407.
Thank you.
That's her firearms.
Oh, yeah. So,
Low tech. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it doesn't. So,
just a critical miss.
yeah, well-designed and properly maintained missile weapons don't suffer. So, should I roll a critical miss? Because those are usually melee themed. Guns have malfunction. Poor quality bows and crossbows have malfunction. But should I roll a 3d6?
I'm just looking at the table now. Yes, please.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal as well. I'm just gonna say that like, it hurts your arm somehow. You know, like the string or something like that.
Okay.
You did not have it shouldered properly, and recoil caused you to cause a 0 hit point bruise, whilst also firing a bolt like into just nothingness. Old man, you're awake. Someone just screamed at you.
I wake up and I'll immediately go to my car, just pick up a few things. I'm gonna assume it's over here.
You would have been. Were you laid down? I don't think you were asleep, stood up.
I thought I was sitting. Never mind. I'll take a few turns to get up there.
Alright, change posture from sitting to crouching. Or laying to kneeling. Catch you.
I guess Katya will take a step out and do a defensive dodge. So,
Alright.
all out defense.
Archibald.
All right, this time I'm actually, all out defense parry again.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think I get the pattern and how to work this.
Caius?
I am accelerating. So you see, give me one more movement. That's it,
You're
my
a
turn.
celery?
Accelerating. Accelerating. Like running, you know.
I could go for some celery. I haven't had celery in ages.
I hate celery.
I love me some celery. Crunch. Etho.
You know, my turn.
Gonna continue to wait.
Alright. He's going to take a step and aim at the old man that's standing up.
Would I be able to get to the edge of the tree? Just wondering, like, and then jump off. Would my height be enough to do that, like, yard or that meter?
That'd have to
Or
be
two.
like an all-out attack slam, I think. But you could probably do it, or
How
like
about an
fly and
attack
leap.
from above?
Yeah, you might want. You'd need to adjust slightly to get closer because it's too much move at minute.
Okay. Well then.
But you can try and move across the branches undetected.
Yeah. You said stealth.
Yes, please. -2, is it, for multiple?
It's. I don't remember exactly. I didn't put a copy into my notes.
James, you normally know off the top of your head the penalty for moving and stealthing in combat.
It is -0 for a 1 maneuver, and it is -5 anything more than 1.
Okay, so
Okay.
-5.
So it's a -2 for me because I'm in the tree. Because being in a place where you can be well hidden gives you a bonus.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, that's
These are
By
very
7.
dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see about taking a shot at Archibald. Oh, it's still a big penalty for him. He's just going to aim at you. I'm just moving around, sorry. I think I'm willing to shoot Caius now. with aiming after darkness. Oh, that were close. A crossbow bolt whizzes past you, Caius.
Mm.
Eric.
Cock it. The crossbow, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Cock it.
Bop
Draw it. Shoot it.
Bop it!
Bullshit.
Oh, sorry. I think I'm still getting up, so I still need another turn?
Yep, you can get to your feet. You can also move a hex as you're doing that, though.
Oh, I thought you said bosh it as an extension of that.
Yeah, that's why I was confused too. Wait, I am budget.
Me too.
The timing just worked out really well.
It did. Lady Katya, you heard someone running towards the house on the other side.
Like to her left? Or from.
Yeah, to your left. That away.
Alright. She's going to take a step and peek around, hopefully stealthy, like to see what's coming.
Alrighty. You can give me a stealth check.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Sneaky, sneaky. Ooh, moccasins.
Yeah, but she's not wearing them right now, so.
Moccasins not included.
Alright, I need to put myself in a spot where I can actually see around the corner. Which does
Feel free to
not.
step out, and I'll not be like, oh, that's where you are now, pal.
Cool.
Yeah, so you'd see a bandit with a bow and arrow running forwards. He's not got the arrow drawn, and he doesn't seem to see you. It looks like he's making a beeline for the other corner. He's mid-run.
That works.
Anything
I
else
think-
other than step and peek?
Yeah, she didn't take any penalties for the stealth for doing multiple actions, so that's her. That's all I've got.
All right. Archibald.
All right, fuck this guy. Jesus.
Why won't you shoot me?
That's a weird prayer. Fuck this guy, Jesus.
All right, so now let me make the petition roll and see if Jesus is gonna come and fuck this guy.
Just imagine Jesus just shows up, buffed out his mind, and he was like a giant crop of them was like, "You called, son?"
Caius.
I'm advancing. And I think I see another bandit over there. Well, I saw him, now I don't. He's a green bandit.
Green bandit.
As far as I can go.
Alrighty.
You're dead next turn there, mate.
He knows it too. He looks worried. Or his eyes do. Etho.
Right. Pounce. Roll. Boop.
That hits. He is unaware.
Alright. I did not jazz up my blade, so this is just a normal swing.
When you jazz the blades up, something more happens. Was this the torso, did you say?
Yeah, that's just it's torso.
I'm a device of 5. Ow. My 1 DR. What have you done to my 1 DR?
Yeah.
A lot of armor devices, Christ.
Ouch. He says. Ah! 1.5 times damage. Yeah, he drops underneath you. Like, ah! He screams out. It's his turn. He can go first. He's just like limp underneath you at a minute. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, this bandit here is dropping his crossbow and he pulls out a short sword. As you running towards him, Caius, he did not expect an armoured guy.
Oh yeah, no. See, he's made a fatal mistake. Now they're shooting at me.
Going to take another second of aim. One more, yeah. This one over here is definitely going to shoot you now. Archibald, that is.
Will you hit or will you miss? I mean, he's pretty close. You got a chance. I think. I don't know. I can't see anything on that side of the screen.
It's kind of dark here as well. Oh, and he misses by a mile. I rolled crossbow bolt. It was meant to be an arrow, but when it misses by that much, it does not matter.
No critical fails yet.
Bollocks!
Getting real close to critical fails.
And catch you hear the one that were running up, like, slam into the side of the wall as he arrives.
Makes sense.
Uses it to arrest his momentum. Eric.
Did I not get shot at?
You did. He missed by a mile.
Oh! Ha!
And cock hit a second time.
Bosh it. You are stood up.
I'll head towards my car. And pick up a thing.
Alright.
That's it.
You'd be running over there and sticking your hands on it, at least.
Yeah.
Katya.
Katya is going to head along the side of the wall and see if she can get ready to do a late action next turn.
Alrighty.
She's also going to draw her long knife. So that's a stealth at a penalty, I'm betting.
Yep. Have you got fast draw?
I do.
Let's see it, because you might only be able to move a step if you fail that.
Fair.
That's fast talk, but an 8's a pretty good roll.
Oh,
I imagine it beats your fast draw.
Yeah, it does. But I'm happy to roll again. if
No,
you'd
no,
like.
that's perfect. Thank you.
Great.
I would be shocked if you somehow managed to have fast draw below DX.
True. All right, and what is the penalty for doing multiple things?
If you move in more than one hex, it's -5 to stealth.
All right, let's give it a shot. Hopefully darkness penalties, my friend. They are my friend.
Success by 4. Uh-huh, very nice. Archibald.
Archibald. Going to go ahead and move to right here. And just say, yield.
Okay, Caius. I doubt you're going to offer this person the same option.
Oh, no. I'll get a step, so I'm close enough for darkness does not matter. Let me show you the old technique, son. That is a hit. Drink penalty, so. He can dodge and drop if he wants. Or if he's a shield, he can block.
He's going to try and dodge it.
A dodge and drop. You
You can't add a
brain.
retreat, but you can attempt to dodge.
Yeah. Ah, 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 ah.
You should have spent an FP.
So, roll damage now.
Show me the damage. And was this torso?
This is torso, so I gotta roll 1d6, one of its vitals.
Yep, that's true. I rolled
That's,
it hastily, but you can roll it if you prefer.
Oh, I'll roll it. Still 5. So that's,
Consistency.
5 impaling, so it's 5 minus 1 DR, which is 4, which becomes 8 damage.
Yeah, he's got a javelin in him. And he screams and, like, drops the short sword he'd just drawn.
You're dead, son.
Etho.
Alright, so he's still alive, but he was just stunned for a sec?
You don't think you've done enough to kill him, no?
Alright, I'm going for his neck.
The true wolf.
Neck is -5. Yeah. Wait, -5, yeah.
I think you'd be at like a -4 at the minute because you're on the ground.
Okay, -4. Oh, son of a bitch. I miss,
Oof.
shockingly.
Yeah.
Good thing your skill is damn high.
Yeah.
That would have been a critical failure, but you did good.
You gouge into the ground.
Have you seen how she dresses? She's clearly a badass.
Oh, yeah.
Or insane. One of the two.
Or both.
She grins with blood all over her. Bandits. Let's start with the person who you just tried to remove the head of.
Okay. What's he?
He's doing nothing. Okay, the person that you told to yield drops. He kind of throws his bow at the ground in front of you. Goes from crouch to standing and turns around to start running. The one with the javelin in him. He's gonna crouch and hold his hand up and say, "I yield." He shouts, "I yield" at you. Eric.
Start to turn a bit while drawing.
Alrighty. You see that person. He's got his crossbow trained right on you. Wash it.
Can I pick up one of my jars? Pick up a honey one.
Aye, you pick up a jar of honey.
And that's my turn, right?
Yeah, that would be recovering a jar of honey from your wagon. Gotcha.
Katya is going to declare a late action to be triggered by this guy poking himself around to see something, and she's going to attempt to cut his bowstring or crossbow string.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Archibald.
Archie is gonna go running up here, and I'm gonna go all out precise to the neck. But I want to like stop the blade before I whack his head off.
That's an option, right? To attack with less than your full strength?
Yeah. Just reduces your damage done.
I believe so. I think strength has variable in it inherently.
I'm actually not sure entirely how to do that.
You say what strength level you want your strength to be at. Say I have a 15 strength, but I want to hit the guy with a 10 strength. Then
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just check what your swing or thrust would be at that level.
Just make sure it's enough to actually wield the weapon you're using.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay, then in that case... I'm sorry, I don't mean to hold it up. In that case, I want to, Oh, can I just hit him with the blunt side?
if you do, you'll be doing crushing, but you'll still be doing your max strength.
Yeah,
You know what? I want to hit him with the blunt side on, like, the side of his leg.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Just break his leg instead of cutting it off.
Leg is a -2.
Yep.
Did you say you were going all out?
No, actually I'm not.
It's a move and attack otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's why I was going all out. Yes. Yes, I'm going all out.
Okay.
Is that with the -5 for darkness?
Oh,
It's,
no, it is not.
It's not. But should we be including that for melee?
No. Once you get close enough, you can see your enemy, which is why I didn't apply the darkness penalty.
Oh, yeah,
Because once
that's
you get,
fair.
Yeah.
Once you get to range 5, you don't really apply that anymore.
Mm-hmm. I figured there must be something like that.
Yeah.
You can see someone playing in the middle of the day. Playing in the middle of the night, they're standing 5 feet away from you.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you get him. He's gonna try and dodge. Actually, he'll be at a -2. He heard you coming and getting right behind him, and he's gonna try and like serpentine slightly.
Melee attack modifiers include partial darkness up to -9 on 547. I've never seen anything in the book about that not applying
Same.
within 5 meters. Which makes sense to me, because if it's that dark, you'll have trouble hitting anything useful on them.
Perhaps this is one that's worth making a ruling now and looking up later. I know you just looked it up, but I mean the GM looking up.
No, yeah. I agree, but also I think -5 for darkness is probably a lot darker than it'd actually be at night. We have fairly clear sky. So I'm going to adjust it to -2. So you'd still hit in this instance, and we'll say that the javelin still hit as well.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Alright.
Cool.
Alrighty.
So it's crushing.
14.
Well, that'll max out the damage.
Yeah, he falls down. Your sword connects, and then his leg twists hideously as you shatter the bone. Sick roll. And he screams. "Ah!" And falls on the ground in front of you. Caius. This guy's
I have
holding
to
his
make-
hand up.
Yeah, I gotta make a roll to see if I kill him or not, because Gunpowder Soldier says I have to, but Bloodlust says, no, you don't.
You can... Oh, you've got a conflicting one. Sick.
Is it opposed CR rolls?
Yeah, so Gunpowder Soldier is not CR, but it's the same amount as Bloodlust, so I gotta roll Bloodlust to see if I do kill this guy.
Yeah, you could just fail Bloodlust by choice. But
Yeah, but it's
No.
conflictions.
Yeah.
So.
That's true, because he has the code of honor, so he can't fail by choice.
Exactly.
Yeah, he can live today. I don't give two shits about him.
So it's actually more of an insult that you let him live. Wow.
Pretty much.
You're irrelevant.
Change facing. Do need to fast draw my weapon, so let me do that real quick for you. Draw sword. That was almost a crit. Not needed, but someone's there.
Swords out, and you're running Etho.
Go on again. I'm pissed that I missed that.
Telegraph it.
I mean,
She shouldn't
I
have
rolled
to.
one of. I shouldn't have to.
That's true, and it wouldn't have made a difference in the last turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he does not dodge.
No? Okay.
He'd be at like 4-4 at minute. Head off. Almost.
Ow.
Mostly.
Ow.
That's a nice attack.
Yeah.
Ugh. There's a spurt. His eyes like flick into consciousness again as your blades connect, and then instantly out again. So let's not worry about his turn. The person who you
Oh, and
smacked
then I'm
me.
gonna take my step move.
Oh, okay. Get to crouching.
Oh, was I was like crouching?
You would have
something?
technically been kneeling, I think.
Oh, if that's the case, then I'm gonna do a cap up.
Good Jackie Chan it.
Yep. It is. I was just reading this.
Acrobatics minus
acrobatics
6
and it's
or
minus
technique.
6. Yep. Let's see how well I do. Nope.
Oh no. Just a regular change posture maneuver.
And then take my free one movement.
The one who's on the ground screaming in pain continues to scream in pain. This one's going to take his shot at Elric. It's best chance he's going to have.
Even better now that it got brighter.
Yep. And your name's Eric, not Elric. Potentially hits, but you see him firing it, so you can attempt to dodge or dodge and drop. Flump.
What's a crit?
And trigger activated.
All right. What is the penalty for targeting this thing's string? How big of a crossbow or bow is it?
It's a regular sized bow, a regular bow.
Probably -7.
I don't know, what's the penalty to hit a weapon?
It depends on the size modifier of the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Or the size of the weapon. Reach of the weapon? Yeah, reach of the weapon. Basic 2.
I think reach
I'm
is...
gonna give it a -7 and roll, and we're gonna see if it matters. If that sounds fair.
Yeah, I think -5 would do you, though, for a bowstring. And he was getting ready to draw it as he turned. Oh, no.
All right, that's fine.
So he kind of... in surprise. And steps back and carries on drawing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the last of this little group of bandits. Eric.
Let's, what's the last step called? Place bolt.
So you're reloading.
Actually, can she take the step to follow him when he steps back?
Yeah. Bosh it. You've got a jar of honey in your hand.
1 second. I wanted to ask, that was really 18 meters.
Yes.
Because with my throwing art, I can actually hit the guy without moving from this position. I can do 22. If the jar weighs at least 2 pounds.
Yeah. I mean, if you can hit him, there's a range penalty and then -2 for darkness.
Okay. How much would that be?
What's it say on the combat tab?
18 on... -8 total.
Oof. There's no way I'm going to make the shot. My skill is 11. So,
Maybe not.
yeah.
Get closer or aim. I'm not sure what the accuracy of a thrown weapon is.
Or throw it at a different target, because
I think it's 1.
Accuracy would...
1, yeah, I'm
Sorry,
pretty sure.
I'm just going to move them. Yeah, I'm going to move up. And... Oh, no. This is wrong.
You just move in 1.
No, I'm moving forward. I've just glitched a little bit.
Oh, okay.
3, 4.
Catch you?
Does he have an arrow knocked or just out?
Knocked and drawn.
All right, let's try to stab him. Thrust the vitals.
Vitals.
When you use a knife, you have to aim. Potential hit, though.
He's gonna try a dodge and retreat, which he fails.
Aha!
damage to the vitals. Here we go.
It might hurt someone, maybe, depending on whether he's armor.
I think it's the vitals. That's
All right,
well, the good
still
news
one.
is so it's negated by his armor, unfortunately.
It is, unfortunately. You just poke him hard in his
It
belly.
happens. This is what happens when you're not a badass.
But you are in
And
C
she'll step
range
after him.
with him now, yeah?
And he stepped back, though.
Oh, yeah, correct. Sorry.
that she will fall.
Mm-hmm.
Me?
Yep, that guy is down, screaming.
Start moving that way.
Alrighty. Caius?
Hello there, friend. How are you?
Oh no.
I will do this all out, so I'm not facing movement attack penalties. I am also going to do a rapid strike. 2 of them.
It's only half move forward for the all out, or can you do full move forward?
Half for all out.
Half.
The other time, then I can spend. Because I'm moving at 5, so half of that is like 3. I think.
I think technically 2, because you round down.
Round in the most inconvenient way, usually.
See, it's 5 divided by 2.
So it'd still have to be a move and attack.
If I spend an FP, I'm not sure using those rules. Would it be a normal attack or not?
No, so it caps at 9, the skill level.
Okay, well, if it's going to be capped at 9, I guess I'll do 4 then, because screw it.
Rapid strike. Yeah, you may as well.
Well, here we go. Here's 4 rapid strikes. Telegraph.
Hey.
One's a hit.
It connects. He didn't see you coming.
Hi, friend. It's 14 cutting.
Oh my god. Wow. You're just spinning that thing around in front of you. Holy crap.
Hey, Weapon Master Man with Andy.
I've also got Weapon Master. It's wonderful.
I'll make this check first. Where is it? Where is it? Scrolling. There you are.
Holy shit, what kind of weapon do you have there?
A short sword.
It's got Weapon Master and what have you, and it is in his fingers. Yeah. You slice through his leather, through his abdomen, and just gouge that person, chopping through ribs, heart, lung, and he drops dead immediately. Etho.
That was going well.
So that guy is dead, purple. Or who died just now? Oh, never mind.
Green Bandit just died.
Green Ranger has fallen.
Purple Bandit is up, fighting the Lady Catcher.
Run stealthily. I took the minus into effect.
Is it possible to back out to sea? Do I need to roll evasion?
You can just step out if you're not grappled.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to step out
Yeah, it's not D&D with opportunity attacks.
and fire this arrow. And potentially hit you.
All right, let's attempt to dodge. Do you allow feverish?
Yep.
Let's do feverish dodge.
Nimble.
It's very high dodge.
I've seen higher.
It's not a dodge build, but it is a high dodge.
Yeah, the other ones just scream. And another step back. For extra safety. Eric.
He just took 2 steps.
Eric
Oh,
will
yeah, whoops.
get up a bit and turn around a bit to see what's going on behind him.
Man with
You
jar.
see a very cut up body.
Can I make a perception check? See if I spot anything else, like more bandits coming?
Yeah, roll me perception. You can see someone running away.
This one.
To the north. No, not any that have attacked yet. It looked like there were some more approaching that are running away now that this has clearly gone sour.
There was some that were gonna come for the cleanup, but have decided maybe not.
I'll just point out in that direction and say, they seem, they retreat. And then
Alright. Lady Catcher.
She'll take a step forward and jab at this guy's eyes.
Not my eyes!
Not determined. Because he's not armed right now.
Well, determined. Risky.
He's not armed.
He just wanted to-
The eyes don't have DR, so
Yeah, but I'm not good enough to actually pull this stuff.
Ah, that's a shame. He's glad he doesn't have to dodge. Archibald.
Archibald just moves more towards the cabin, and he begins speaking.
Okay.
I think this turn he'll just yell, "Everybody, stop!"
It's way more than 1 second.
I don't know.
Okay, so you
No.
get, "Everybody!"
Still conveys the point.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Guys.
I think I'm far enough away. Let me move over here real quick to cover what I would do. As I have been told by the old man, there's more bandits that way.
Yeah, you can see them also. They're running away though. You can see 2 fleeing straight north.
Okay. My policy. No survivors. I'm gonna do this. Unit to secret dock here. And do this real quick. Alright, rolls. Just for the thing. And here we go. Nah, does not happen. So, I was just frustrated. Just moves down here. Fuck it. I don't
Mhm.
care. Okay, that's another turn.
Alrighty.
Pew! Let me roll the stealth again.
Wow.
Nice.
And it is also still dark.
Mm-hmm. He wants out, honestly.
Wants out? What?
He's changed his mind on his career.
Yeah.
Oh,
Turns out Mother was right all along.
Turns out hacking in the dark is actually a huge detriment.
And he dropped his bow right there. Eric. So yeah, he's turned and started running away.
Yeah.
We can kind of about end turn order though here, I think. We might want to see what Katya and Etho do though.
Katya turns back towards the cabin to see what Archibald was yelling about.
Uh-huh. Archibald
I was-
yells stop.
Yeah, just stop. Like, we can end the violence now.
Let's just see if Ethos stops quickly.
I'm not stopping. All out pounce, man.
All out pounds.
Or long, I believe it is.
Listen,
Actually, I
so
don't even
miss-
think I need to long this.
Uh,
I'll out move and attack.
okay, all out. Yeah. Well, it's you can still do all out, determined or strong.
Determined.
Location
How much does determined get again?
+4.
+4. You also stack up telegraphic, which would get +8.
I don't think he saw my ass coming, so yeah, I'm gonna do a telegraphed neck.
So you're at +3 to hit them. -2 for darkness.
So +1.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that hits. That's a lame
Ow.
swing, but it's still, you know.
more about the location.
Yeah. Oh, you meant that.
I think cutting to the neck does triple damage, doesn't it?
Double.
Double. Just okay.
Reminder to activate your wound modifier notes on your sheets so we can see it easily right there and don't have to guess.
My bad. Sorry.
Is that on me or?
Everyone, kinda. You have to enable the modifier notes for the Roll20 sheet, and then it's
You know,
just quick.
I
use
was wondering
reminder.
why we weren't seeing that.
Where is it?
In the
In
gear.
settings,
Yeah, which one specifically?
show notes in roll template
Bottom
there we
right.
go.
under editable wound modifier notes.
Yeah, you might have to scroll down a bit to see it.
Stat modifier options? No.
Right column, right underneath the black solid line. Editable wound modifier notes.
Oh, there it is. Show. Okay, cool.
So Archibald's shouting.
But he's unconscious.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be dragging him to the. Actually, no, I'm gonna go collect a bowl.
Jesus Christ.
Are you okay?
So, yeah, the guy, the old man pointed out the guy's running off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I go grab my horse and
Have fun with that.
yeah, actually no, that's pointless. Not gonna catch him. I just go grab the guy with the broken leg and drag him back down this way.
He's like screaming. He's like,
This guy's still here. That's surprising.
The one with the javelin in him.
Yeah.
He's moved a bit, but then like fallen, and he's panting because he's got a big hole in him.
I'm gonna go up and just get my javelin back.
I'll Luke bleed him for a bit, and then coup de grace to the neck.
Archibald, what were you shouting? I don't think you ever finished. Or were it just everybody stop? Archie?
I'm sorry, what?
What were you shouting?
Oh, just yeah, everybody stop. Just trying to end the fight.
And then you're dragging this guy back over.
Yeah.
You all see Etho has taken a bowl over around to that one on the other side, but it looks like most of you aren't paying attention to it. The guy you're dragging back says, "You better kill me now."
Oi, and why's that?
If we can get it over with.
Get what over with?
Gonna be executed anyway. Just do it.
Not necessarily. Maybe we could have a little bit of a talk. Maybe we could arrange something. A life serving
What's-
the church is not a bad life.
Luke, what does the law say should be done here?
Executed? Or, I suppose...
Trial, or is it okay to just execute a bandit you fight?
It's okay for you to.
I just don't want to break any laws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, yeah. It would not be breaking the law for you to execute these people.
Hey, Luke, could you turn dynamic lighting off?
Me specifically?
You, or Lady Katya, or... What's his face? Or Caius, or
You must
Archibald.
be good status to kill people.
Sorry, I've
Hello,
not
yeah.
turned it.
I got higher status, so I can murder people.
Only people who have like 3 status be like. I'm back to the other screen.
Archibald, do you have a survivor?
Aye. He's quite the loud one. So, yeah, and then I'll sit him down by the fire and start making him comfortable. Well, I mean, as much as can be.
You got another live one over here. For how long? I don't know.
What is she doing over there?
I don't want to know. I honestly
I saw-
don't want to know.
Saw her with one of those weird bowls.
Yes.
What is she doing?
I don't know. I didn't look.
You can kind of see her crouched over him with a bowl there.
Oh, he's probably dead by now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. She's got a bowl full of blood. Walking back from the guy.
Now-
That would actually be in my my skin
Oh,
by now.
you already poured it into the wineskin.
Yeah, I'm filling that up.
Does that count as heresy, Archibald?
I
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
It does.
definitely
What?
looks like witchcraft.
What desecration are you doing over here?
I'll just
Eric.
side eye you.
Go watch the prisoner while you get distracted by the heresy.
Yeah, I am in fact like not letting this up. Like, what are you doing?
Need.
For?
I'm gonna just say, live. To live.
Vampires are a thing that you've all heard of.
Yeah. So Luke, with my disadvantages, like, how should I be reacting right now? Like,
Shocked and scared.
shocked and scared.
She's either a straight up vampire and needs to be killed, or she's a witch and needs to be killed, or she's...
You should be terrified.
Yeah. That's what it sounds
Well-
like. I'm sorry, but I cannot allow this heresy to continue.
Stop!
In the name of the Emperor!
In the name of God, you must stop, my child. That certainly must not be a way to just kill another child.
He's not trying to kill her. Just stop
Sorry,
her
who are
from-
you talking to?
Sorry, I thought you were saying that you were gonna kill Ethel, so I was like, no! That's an old man.
No. Who's he talking to, though?
Archibald, who was saying that was gonna
Ah,
strike Echo.
Never
No,
necessarily.
he just said
Well,
this must stop.
this is noble business, old man. Mind your station.
My station is to serve life, and as such, I will stand for what I believe is right. I will do it for you as I am doing it for her.
That woman is committing witchcraft and heresy.
Does she live
I-
on the lands that you rule?
Rulership does not matter in this affair.
It indeed does, my friend. She is free to do as she will, as you do on your land. If this is hers, then she might do as she will. Such is the law
This
of
We
nature.
land
do not.
ultimately belongs to King Tilfred.
You could just be using the blood to cook stuff. I mean, that's the thing we do.
You should let her describe herself. What's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, I'm just like, huh.
I mean, if she is like a undead abomination, then I mean, let her talk first.
To be more specific, old man, these lands are ruled by Jacobus Ettenquell, under the rulership of our king, Tilfred Ettenquell III. So yes, these are not her lands.
So you're over here, right? I thought you were
Yeah,
here
he's
for a
not
second.
rushing. He's not rushing over to stop you. He's just talking condescendingly to you because you're a commoner who doesn't know his place.
I'm just moving over here. Just doing.
I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, he turns around and he's just like, just trying to extend his arms to ease up the tension and have nobody strike Kid. But not sure if Tara wants to say anything.
I'm just kind of watching y'all at this point.
We do not desecrate the corpses of the dead in such a fashion. No matter what they did in life.
Mm.
That is not our place of judgment.
All right.
Etho, are you a vampire?
What is vampire?
I'm not actually that sure, to be honest.
They drink blood. They.
I don't think you're Gaelic.
Huh?
Gaelic?
I don't drink blood.
Okay.
She's not a vampire.
I said
Uh,
I don't.
There you go, heresy. Not heresy over. Let's
Are you a witch? Are you a witch?
Yep.
No witch.
That is the correct answer.
See, no reason. to strike anyone today but the bandits.
Then why is she doing what she is doing?
Why don't you ask her?
What are you doing, Ethan, with the blood?
I need so I don't hurt.
You appear to have hurt that man.
Yeah, but he was a bandit.
You kill. Point to the ones dead over there.
Yes, but so do you, so you cannot claim not to hurt people.
No, I need to not hurt me.
Medicine?
Speak clearly.
I have
I
a medicine skill.
do speak there.
Would first aid let me know what her ailment is? No.
Is it church
Healing?
medicine?
I have healing, but I don't know anything but first aid. And
You
What
know
do you mean you have healing?
It's about you.
I
know?
have healing as an advantage, and I have first aid as a skill. I have Lord. Not sure what could I use to guess.
You'd want to give her a look over, inspect
I want
the
to see
body.
what ails her.
You'd want
Yeah,
to taste her urine and
No,
like-
you're going too far.
No, that's actually like exactly kind of medieval doctrine. You'd ask for a sample and you'd probably like hold it up to the sun, taste a little bit.
But you use your way into it.
You'd probably get some leeches out.
If you start going over to feel me up, I'm gonna jump up to my.
No,
feet.
I'm not.
Way.
That is not what I'm doing.
But at the minute, I should point out, she looks fine. You can't see any reason why she'd be in pain.
Tell me, child, why do? Is it hunger? Is it any other pain that you could describe?
No pain, if blood, and then I'll just kind of fiddle with my hand. Just like put my hand up and kind of shake the little clawy bits.
Any risk to us? Like, are you contagious?
No.
Bloodlust, might be.
Curse.
Ah.
Curse.
When she says curse, he's gonna take knee position and he's gonna start praying for a way to aid her on ailing the curse somehow. To
Oh, wow.
guide her into ailing.
This is hilarious. I just need to check something. Go ahead.
Actually, like what might I know about curses?
Fucking heresy, mate.
Aye. Curses is something that witches do. The cure is
Okay.
the Bible.
Oh, so I have to convert this soul.
Maybe conversion would definitely help.
I may know a way to lift your curse, lass.
As you say that, the wheel falls off Boschet's wagon and it kind of tips over.
Sorry.
Where?
What?
What wheel?
Your wheel of your wagon just falls off.
Yeah, that cart that Boschet had.
Wow.
One of the wheels just falls off and it tips and a couple of jars spill out onto the ground.
Need to find a better cart maker, friend.
how long have you actually been cursed? Like, how'd it happen? Or is that too personal?
How do we? 15.
Winters.
15 winter.
Most
Oh.
of your life.
Oh, you poor thing. Have you heard the word of
The bird.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. What was God's name?
Arate.
Arate. Have you read the word of Arate?
I'll just stare at you.
You know what he's talking about.
I know what he's talking about, but
Yeah.
I'm giving the like, just the eyes.
The stare. Or like, what is the eye like? The
Kind of just like not glossed over, but getting prepared for the spiel.
oh, so you've heard this before.
She looks like she's heard
If
this
she's-
before.
Cursed pagan. Will she be able to inherit?
Probably not.
No, that's very questionable.
Best case scenario, he's not dead anyways.
Anyway, while we're sitting here debating your heresies and whatnot, there's a person missing, and these asshole bandits are still alive, and they have a
Wait.
place we need to go and kill them.
Wait, who's missing?
The Wanderer friend you talked about earlier.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
The explorer
right.
dude.
Also,
Right, but it's
the bandit
it's
that
the
you
middle of the
javelin is fleeing in the night.
Oh, he ain't gonna live very long.
No,
Sleep.
he's not.
He needs to actually make an HT roll. They're poisoned.
Sleep.
Oh, is the poison on
Yeah.
that javelin?
Yeah, they're fiber venom.
nobody else is going to be killing anybody. We should probably gather our javelins and stuff and maybe post a watch.
Yeah, when I said I fight like an
Fine
Eastern,
plan.
I was not kidding.
All right. Good night.
Would I be able to attempt to lift the wagon and put up the wheel?
Yeah, you can get it back on easy enough.
Okay, I'll do lifting.
It looks like the peg just straight up fell out.
Lift the
Strange.
wagon for the old man.
Thank you, my child. I hope you have a good rest. No harsh feeling.
Have you got the stats handy, Caius, for that venom? I don't even need to check. He's just
it's in-
dead.
Yeah, it's basic set basically. HT4, HT -4 every
Cover venom.
minute.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He tried to walk away, but he's dead. Not much
It's-
further.
it's nasty. Like I said, when I said I fought like an Easterner,
It's got like a
Fight
1
like
minute
a-
delay, right?
1 minute delay. So it wouldn't
Yeah.
show up in combat, but if say he left combat, I just threw javelin around with my javelin. Yeah, no, he really not going to very long.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you all get to bed. I think it's probably a good time
Eric
to
will
end.
look at the guy he's been
Ooh, go on.
pulling around.
Oh, the broken-legged guy.
He's quite the spec.
Also,
Pardon?
what about the one who's still alive?
Do you want to talk now?
Oh yeah.
No to talk about.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Are you the bandits who have been in this area? I'm joking, I meant.
You broke up a bit for me. Are you the bandits that have been in this area?
Are you the bandits who have been in this area lately?
What do you think? He points at like a W that he's got stitched into his cloak.
Ah, fancy. But not quite fancy enough. And Eric will show him his cloak.
I know you are.
Cape, really.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you do know that the bounty is on your head, right?
It's only a matter of time. King is scared of us.
Why should he be scared of you?
Because there's enough for us to cause plenty of problems.
Really? How scared should the king be right now, do you think?
He just, like, squeezes his lips together.
Alright, well then. Do you like this location, or should I take you just a bit further afield?
Get it over with.
Alright then. With the power vested in me to enact the laws of my king, I sentence you to death for the crime of banditry.
Telegraph to the neck, strong.
Yeah. 14 neck.
He dead.
Man, I was gonna give him a chance.
I'll take my next match game of combat. Maybe just second slot of 1 minute.
What was that, sorry?
Oh, I thought it was 1 minute, but it's actually a delay of 1d seconds.
Oh, really? Wow.
Well done.
Sleep now.
Was that in character?
Yes.
She's actually climbed in a bed this time, though. She's not just staring out the door.
Before we go to sleep, before Pachet go to sleep, could he try to say a prayer for the group, for them to be well, and then just see some fortune telling?
What?
I have fortune telling as a skill.
When Katya says, what? She doesn't understand. She didn't really follow
Well, for you, he's just praying. For him, he's just trying to pray and see what the future might bring for this group.
Fortune telling needs another person.
Another person.
Yeah, you have to tell someone's fortune. You can't, like, fortune tell to yourself.
I would like to fortune tell Ethel.
And it's...
I just shushed everyone and walked into the tent.
Yeah,
The house.
You
And
should
yelled, "Sleep."
you should check fortune telling again.
Okay, I'll check it.
But it's like the art of horoscopes, you know? It's like talking to someone with general information to make them think you've given them a glimpse into the future.
Oh, so I need to talk to them. It's not like I can tell their fortune.
No, correct.
Yeah, it's the charlatan's art of being a psychic.
Oh, so it's not actual fortune telling.
No.
No, because actually telling someone's fortune is a magical thing that would be much more points intensive.
An advantage.
And
So
it
not
would
a skill.
explain the mechanics under it.
Okay.
It's not actually that expensive.
No, you've also got other similar advantages, you know, that work for that. But so you just pray in and head into bed.
Yeah, just just praying and sleeping. Sorry, I thought that might work different.
But we have been going for quite a while, and I think now would be a good time to stop.
Sounds good.
All right.
Radio.
So we'll call it at that for today, and no points either today.
Well, it's first session, of course not.
But GG,
Yeah.
sorry for the slowness again. First session problems. I am positive that next session will be a lot better.
It happens.
Well, in first
together?
session is everybody kind of figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's also been like 2 years now since I played GURPS, so I'm
Oh,
still
wow.
getting back in the hang of things.
No worries. But aye. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Luke. I was the GM. We had James.
Hey, I'm James. I played Archibald.
We
Yep. No, go.
Nope.
You're good.
The. Just
I
the.
don't even remember what I was gonna say.
Okay.
You broke him.
I broke you.
I am admittedly really fucking high right now.
Okay.
I
Just
don't
say
like that might be his
Oh.
TOS, but
We live in California.
We had Everoth.
Hello, I was for you, Botchet. Your beach of mead.
Mead.
Okay.
Mead. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
Yes.
We had our new savior, Kobold Jesus.
hello, I'm Cole Jesus. I hope y'all enjoy the stream, and if Zeus and the others are watching, I hope this is enjoyable. Bye.
We had Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. Played Eric. Really cool bastard.
You bastard. We had Tara.
Figuratively and literally.
Hey, I am Tara. I played Etho. She is an interesting creature.
Let's hope you don't get like burnt at a stake.
That might happen.
I'm sure you can
Did
run
I
away
catch
from it.
you first?
Yeah, you gotta catch her first. And finally, we had Lee.
Playing Lady Katya, and she probably shouldn't be adventuring, but she's having a good time.
I like
I'm
Lady Katya a lot.
Ball murder.
She's great. It's like as soon as you made her, I looked over at Lady Katya, and it's like I'd have made this character. This is like every GURPS character I've ever made. Just...
Everybody else seemed competent at combat, so I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that's how Luke goes too. He once threw a torch onto a tent that had people in it because he thought one of them was evil, and then he killed himself because his supplies were in there.
Needed to happen.
That before he slept in a tent.
I mean, I guess it's your turn to. I played the incompetent one last game, so it's.
I don't know. I think if you're looking for incompetence in terms of like a fight, you might want to look at the man reaching for his jars of honey to throw in people's faces.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's Weapon Master and I deal 1d6 plus 2.
Wait,
You took
You've got
weapon
Weapon Master
What?
Honey Jar?
Yes, because otherwise I cannot get drawing art. Unless I have Weapon Master.
Fucking weapon.
What the
This is
fuck?
my role.
And with
There is no-
that, you can catch us on Twitch, Kobold Cafe, YouTube, Kobold Cafe, the
Twitter at Kobold Cafe, thekoboldcafe.com. We'll be back on Thursday with Star Trek. Oh no, we'll be back on Sunday
Wars.
with
Star Wars.
Sunday with Windraker.
Windraker.
Thursday
Yep.
with Star Wars. No longer Star Trek.
and
Friday with
after
us again.
Waker dries up, we look forward to Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah. In my spacesuit.
But yeah,
Thanks for watching. Bye. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.